Hello, I'm Toby Fox from 1.5 million new homes, the local government challenge sponsored by Redloft and Hadley Property Group. So the government wants 1.5 million new homes built, and the key delivery arm for that national ambition is local government, either as the planning authority, giving planning permission to build those homes, or as a joint venture partner with the private sector to deliver the homes, or directly delivering the homes themselves. So I'm visiting a different council every month to ask what works and what needs to change to enable councils to deliver more homes. And this month I'm in Hounslow and I'm with Peter O'Brien of Hounslow Council. Peter, can you tell us first of all what makes Hounslow so special?
So Hounslow is an incredibly exciting borough to live in, to invest in, and I have to say from personal experience to work in.
Okay.
And the council does help to create an incredibly buzzy, positive, progressive environment that allows us to think ambitiously for Hounslow. Let me tell you some things you might not...
Brian.
Well,
Peter.
there we go. And yes, okay. Some of the things you may not know about Hounslow. So Hounslow is a £15 billion economy.
Okay, hang on, £15 billion?
15 billion. That makes it bigger than some of our regional cities like Belfast and Sheffield in terms of the contribution it makes to UK PLC. But in getting excited about what we've got to offer, be that our media production focus around the Golden Mile, where 64% of London's media production jobs are, or the huge contribution we make to the Heathrow economy, which is probably the second biggest driver of the economy that we've got in the UK.
So when you talk about the media economy in Hounslow, that's based around, originally was it Sky Studios, the Sky campus?
So Sky are absolutely huge contributor. On any one day, they have up to 10,000 employees coming into the Golden Mile every single day. I was there just this morning, in fact, and we were bringing together the key businesses and landowners in that part of the world to think about the Golden Mile centenary, which is happening next year. And we want that to be very much an exploration of the past, yes, the present to understand, but also about the future. We want to look to the future to understand what this engine of growth can mean for Hounslow, the economy, and Hounslow, the place. And so a big part of that, of course, is the jobs, which are absolutely critical to our economy, and also the homes that are there. So there's potential for an additional 7,000 homes in the Golden Mile alone.
Fantastic. And what's different about the population here? Tell me a bit about the demographics.
So I've already said that we've got a huge economy. Our big issue is that in tandem with having a very large economy, we've also got the third lowest median household income.
Right.
We also know that our residents are disproportionately working compared to London averages, well into the 80%. So we do not have a worklessness problem.
Yeah.
We have people who are working very, very, very hard in often low-paid, not very secure jobs. Our big mission with our key partners, be it businesses, be it the education sector, or be it our own role as a council, is how can we turn the dial on that? How can we help our residents to get the skills to allow them to earn more to live a better quality life?
So what's the impact of that economy, that demographic picture on housing need in Hounslow?
Well, it's complicated, isn't it? So we have people who are really struggling to make ends meet at the moment. So the demand for social and affordable housing is absolutely huge. In tandem with that, however, we are also one of the more affordable areas within the wider London region. So we have a job to do for the London region and hence its competitiveness. But we've also got to have in mind always to our residents and what they need and what they aspire to.
Yeah.
So you're not going to like the answer, or maybe you will, but it is a question of how do we provide the right mix in the right places.
Yeah. Okay. So, and how is that playing through in terms of waiting lists for council housing, in terms of temporary accommodation, in terms of homelessness?
So we are a borough that has, I guess, a unique story to tell in that regard. We are the only borough that is seeing a decline in the level of temporary accommodation at this point in time, something that my colleagues in housing have been working very, very hard on. Now, it's hard to track this down to a single root cause, but it is also the case that we have delivered 144% of our housing targets over the last 5-year period.
144%?
Correct.
That's almost 50% again on top of the target you were set.
Correct. Yeah. So we are delivering. The majority of the homes are in a mid-price sort of range.
Yeah.
We are also delivering social and affordable homes. So I don't want to make an easy connection between all of those parts, but we certainly as a borough believe in the importance of delivering new homes for our residents.
So, Peter, tell me about the targets that are being set for Hounslow, for London as a whole, and your ability to meet them.
Well, so Hounslow as a borough has been achieving against its historic London Plan targets. 144% of our last 5 years has been our recent achievement. So that's brilliant, right? So that's not down to the council alone. That's down to an environment and partners who are willing to deliver in this part of the world, and a council that is keen to see that delivery happen. Taking a step back and thinking about a stretch target to go from here to here, well, let's be frank, the industry at all levels is not ready quite yet to just immediately switch on a supply that equates to 1.5 million. However, what we need to start doing now is two things. One is building that capacity in people to allow us to deliver at that greater scale by, say, year 5. And the other thing is to start working that pipeline. The pipeline has not been focused on for far too long as we focus on an ever-dwindling number of shovel-ready sites, a phrase I find particularly odious and frustrating because it takes years and years and years of work to get to the point that you've got a shovel-ready site. Where is that investment happening right now to create the next cycle of sites that will help us to deliver with that capacity against that 1.5 divided by 5, that 300,000 figure?
Yeah. Where
is that coming from? So I think as an industry, we really need to start planning for growth, planning for the future. And that doesn't mean just the planning system. It's also how we invest and how we unlock sites in places like Hounslow.
Peter O'Brien, thank you very much indeed for your contribution to 1.5 million new homes.
Pleasure.
So that wraps up another episode of 1.5 million new homes, the local government challenge, sponsored by Redloft and Hadley Property Group. We're going to be back with more from Hounslow, but in the meantime, if you like what we're doing, please click like or subscribe. Thank you very much indeed, and we'll see you next time.